How do you do, fellow kids? Welcome to today's stream, which is not going to be Farming Sim, because I'm not feeling Farm Sim today. And as such, Farm Sim shall not happen. Nice and simple. I will, however, quickly just make sure that I have sent the linky dink to the dudes, and then we'll get going. Peace. Nice. It works. Nice and simple. Okay. I'm audible. Excellent. Let's get to it. Yeah, I'll skip first blind. Wait a second. It's on white stake. I didn't necessarily need to skip the first one. Ah, whatever. Oh, nice. Thanks for the 7 at the perfect time with minimal draws. I will take it. Ace? Yes. Thank you kindly. Amazing stuff. So yeah, this final challenge is all about the deck manipulation. Ooh, Queen. I still maintain that they shouldn't be giving us temperance in this, but what do I know? I'm not going to grab the blank voucher because I don't think it would do anything if I were to add it. Now I just want, if I can get my hands on a whole bunch of death jokers, we'll be laughing. Then I can just duplicate that queen over and over and over. Maybe I'd prefer to turn it into an ace, but oh well. Let's go. Yeah, okay. Let's make lucky cards. I was torn between High Priestess and Magician's Red. Let's go Magician's Red. Ace, King, Queen, Jack, 10. Huh. Hopefully I can still make something of this, because I'd rather not lose this when this has got a decent enough start to be given a thank you. To be given a multiplier poly chrome queen. Like, that's just nice in this situation. So let's grab this bad boy. And what's this? Oh, imagine if the queen came, if that special... Oh no, actually this is a aura card. Let's go medium. I was going to say, imagine if I put the aura on that queen, but no, of course not. It's already got a addition on it. So that wouldn't make sense. Okay. I want to try and keep this discard for when I come across the... Ooh. There we go. That's what I wanted to come across, by the way. The Joker seal. The medium seal. Excellent. Excellent, amazing. And a red steel card you shouldn't have. So the great thing is with Silver Chariot cards is if they've got a red seal on them, the effect does work twice. So you actually totally can make that shit work. Which I'll show off here, I suppose. And again, there you go. See? I got 3 seals rather than 2 there. Because that Jack had the thing on. I don't really want anything that's not the Queen's, but oh well. I'll have to take what I'm given. Because this is going to get harder and harder. That's what he said. Okay, now I know what I want to do. So let's quickly do this. Try and cycle through. I don't think this is actually going to clear, so I just want to... There you go. Now it clears. Now it way clears. Thank you. It was worth it for the outcome accountability in my head. Wheel of Fortune also should not be in this condition, I feel. And yes, I want more tarot cards. So, I'll take that purple seal before that queen. Even though 5 of a kinds would be, or more frequent 5 of a kinds would be nice. I meant to get rid of the king, I got rid of the ace, like an idiot. Also, the lovers, no thanks. Even though I still don't have that achievement for having a flush with a whole bunch of wild cards, because I very rarely go for them. That being said, the playing the king with the lucky card would also be just as nice. Not doing lovers day, thanks. I'll take ace stage left then. Oh no. I meant for the tarot card. Not for your presents. Your presents is always welcome. Damn it. Yeah, this is what that's my karma for saying no to the lovers, am I right? But lovely to have you here as always, Dragon. Yeah, I couldn't be bothered to do farm sim today. So instead, I'm playing poker or whatever. Where I'm eternally doomed to never complete this Stan challenge, most likely. But hey, I should be able to get this done, hopefully. All this one is manipulate your deck. And I don't mean that one. I mean the one in the game, silly. Sure, let's take everything that's free. Like Yugi, exactly. Well, I mean, that's literally what the secret of that pyramid thing was, wasn't it? The secret of his power is that the pyramid basically puts the cards that he needs at the right moment on top of the deck. Is essentially what his special medallion boils down to. On a realistic level. Everyone has that power, but the Enigma has it more just because, yeah, I mean, that's not, it's not exactly well hidden, is it? Queen Jack 653. I count 5 heart cards. Lovely. Yay. That will do, donkey, that will do. But because this is the crawl challenge, I won't be needing to rely on any jokers. So my plan is to funnel everything into aces because it's the highest scoring card. I think I put 4 of a kind up a level. I know that much. Nice. About to say I could have sworn I also had full house up to level 2. But it doesn't matter. Because we're there. Huzzah. I need to save the money so I can get illusion. That's going to be very helpful. Yes, I had full house up to level 2. Not liking this lack of aces here. Right, give me one more roll round. Give me an ace. I suppose the full house will have to do then. Doesn't matter what you do to the leprechaun as long as you get the pot of gold, right? Or some such. Mediocre at best out of 10. Would not be able to complete the blind again. So yeah, that gave me just enough money to get illusion. So now, in the future antes, as long as I stay alive here, I should be fine. That of course comes with a pretty stupid caveat of I need to make sure that I survive. Never mind. The caveat sounds less stupid now. Excellent. Of course, that's not the full story. I still need to find the correct cards. Let's try one. I was going to sit on the money. Yeah, this doesn't look particularly enamoring either. Hi, my name is Money. I want as much of you as I can get then, Money. Right here. Okay, one more hand. Yes. That's just about enough. Especially considering that I leveled up 4 of a kind. Very helpful. Unfortunately, though, I had no spare hands for no extra money. Okay. Let's try this. Alright, I didn't expect the lucky card to do anything, but hey, that was worth the devil's number or whatever. You know, don't they say that biblically 616 is more the devil's number than 666? Or some random fucking thing. Excuse me? Right, an ace. Alright, this one's dead. I tried. That's what makes this, the opening for this so finicky. Because the opening for this basically says, have fun getting, like, a couple cards that can keep you afloat for, like, from suffering. It's not an it's one of those, the first blind is whatever, but it's the 2nd to 4th antes on this challenge. I've been finding that are the real killers. Even last time I tried to stream this, didn't I get a run where I got basically to the end and failed from like 1 draw? That was stupid. A stupid outcome of stupid. There we go. That's all I wanted. An extra ace or an extra king. Either was fine. That's what I wanted the whole damn time. Alas, I cannot manipulate the deck yet. Well, Wheel of Fortune is absolute buns, and I can't use it. Now I can start manipulating the deck. Let's get rid of those two and add 2 multiplier cards. Nice. I kind of just boned myself out from getting Hone, though, which was the voucher in the shop, which is actually quite a cool one. Oh well. It is what it is, right? Sometimes a voucher rolls over to the next ante. Sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, $1 short. I'll take Hierophant Green. We'll get a couple kings on the go. I want to strength them. Which, yes, strength was indeed the orangutan / boat. Crazy stuff. But it's definitely one of the more wild stand and user combos out there. Okay. Let's let the game give me a chance to deal me with some more cards, please. That wins. Marvellous. Hieroglyph is sometimes a trap. In this instance, I don't necessarily see it as a trap, but it is something that I get infrequently due to the fact that it is often a trap. Like, it sounds like it's something that would help you, but it doesn't always. That reduced hand per... Basically, reduced hand per blind really plays against you if you're not prepared. Which kind of sucks. I think I'm in a situation where I'll say, let's try this, but I don't hold hope. Hey, at least I got to strength the king there. Probably should have gone with the cheapest shop there too. Oh well. This will clear. Excuse me? Sorry, trying to save you from hearing my god-awful coughs. Like, my god, they sound awful today. They sound diabolical. Right, let's Herbert Purple, but not use it yet. I want to save Herbert Purple for when we actually get more money. Like, say, after this round. I could pop it right now. I could have popped it before I played this hand to get $8 for the extra $1 of insurance interest, but that's a drop in the ocean compared to doubling this excess, for instance. So death is an absolute must. I think we'll double now. Let's take this. I need to take some purple seals. Also, stone cards are actually pretty decent for me. What'd be more viable? You know what? Heads. I'm gonna flip a coin. Heads is the chips, and tails is the multiplier. I don't know which one I want to duplicate. Tails is the multiplier, and that's the tails. Go. Right. Go. That also now allows for a 5 of a kind. Something that you don't normally see in most normal games of poker. Because of how rare it is. While the person that rolled the most successive royal flushes in a row was 3 times, and there was a record held by 2 different people. Nobody in poker has ever had a 5 of a kind, which is just wild, if you ask me. You'd have thought there'd been at least one. Ah, let's just take this for now. Saves me a discard instead of that card. Yeah, just about enough discards there. You know what? Let's just turn everything into a spade, shall we? Zawaldo. I can, because we're not doing with any jokers. This is really easy to calculate. So 60 times 7 becomes 90 times 15. Except it's not that. It's 134 times 15. This becomes 70, 100 times 8. But it's actually 155 times 8. Nope. This is better. I mean, I think that the other one may have already cleared as well. 150 times 8 would have been 1200, so that still would have cleared. But sometimes to squeeze out that extra ducat, it might be worth me sitting there to calculate them during this run. We'll see. Maybe I end up boring myself with the details. And you. Diamonds are debuffed. Good thing I converted all my aces then. I'm just going to throw rubbish here. I want to try to see if I can get around to that. Let's do this. Uh-oh. Living on the edge. Yes, yes. To me, my X-Men. Oh boy. Yeah, no thoughts about this. I'm just immediately gonna... Why would anybody want to play Ectoplasm in this scenario? I mean, you wouldn't, but... There's another couple aces. And I think I'm gonna hold on to the money. To double it. And no, I'm not gonna take the 25. Because I need to have another shop. In this scenario. Okay, chucks 2 jacks away, gets 1 back in return. Nah, it needs to be more aces. Told ya. And no, I don't need to shuffle the cards in this instance. But it is a habit. It's actually a good habit to get into, to readjust the order of your cards that are played out. So you can achieve all the stuff you need to. Right, what's this doing? Come on. I knew it was going to get rid of that ace. I was like, it's going to get rid of the bloody ace, isn't it? And lo and behold, it did. Hello, Peter. Yes, I imagine there will be a Roblox live stream tomorrow. hopefully I won't just need to nap at the time that I plan to do the stream, and we will be good to go. Here's hoping. And then yes, with your presence we will then be able to do your game. Oh no, I don't think this covers it. Ah, no. Not quite. Oh well. What time? So it'd be tomorrow, of course, about an hour from now-ish. I tend to start streams at about somewhere between 5 and 6 in the evening, typically. And of course, right now is 3:45. So, yeah, it'd probably be in about an hour or so from now, but 24 hours from now. You know what I mean? I don't like this. 60, 82 times 200, that's enough. Holographic. Huh. Plan to stream a maths. I have to drag it around, so I'm gonna fail over and over. I have to I have to calculate out the bloody, like this scenario here. So this would be plus 24, so it'd be 44 times 2, but it'd be 94 times 12, which is over 1,000. It's like 1,080 or something that we're getting here. Family-friendly rebuttal. I was almost gonna say a non-family-friendly version of the rebuttal. That much is true. And you said but. Yeah, I think I want just a whole bunch of those holographic stone cards. They might actually be able to pull me through here, thinking about it. Because that'd be... alone, the stone chips would be worth 250 times 50, which is 12,500, and then I can just keep upping the. I think a handful of stone cards counts as high card. So if I can just keep getting my hands on a whole bunch of Plutos or whatever, that might be the way forward. Let's try this real quick. Probably should have got rid of the 6. Never mind, the 6 was perfect. I think it's just about clears. Excellent. Excuse me. Yeah, so if I get a whole bunch of Plutos, I mean, realistically, getting the Death Tarot is more important than the... I think this last one's either a 2 or the stone, and I'm going to chance it. Nah. Awkward. I'm now left in the same scenario as I was for the previous one now. Ugh. So I mean, it's for this challenge, it's the get up and go, which is the difficult part. No, we don't need to play on the. The reason why it keeps bringing us to Ghost deck white is because I've been messing around with different decks, having some fun by myself. I really wish that you could just retry challenge from the damn lost menu there. So much quicker, but alas, This is the scenario in which this is the world in which we live in. Such is life. Such is life, huh? There's a full house. Of course, I'll still need a few extra points just to take it over the edge. So what's this? 30, 42 times 2. Yep, that clears. Alright, apologies. Apologies, me is back. Alright, here's hoping for something good in the shop. Not really. I was kind of hoping for some decent tarot cards or something. Take that. None of this. See, even though some of the things are unobtainable, it's still nice to have, or unnecessary to take, I suppose I should say. It's still nice to check out everything. Still stuff I could have had. Oh, get rid of an ace for that. All the other cards were sat there, my guy. Right. This puts me in a bind. I want a second king so I can strengthen it up. Try this last one. If this doesn't work, then I have to do what I need to do. Okay, good. The alternative was just to strengthen up the two queens and then use the magician on the two, with what would then be the queen here and what would be, you know, the king that was previously there. But no, I think this might be not enough. Nice, good job, me. Spent too long trying to get to the outcome for the outcome to then fall flat. Go. So let's kick things off with, I don't like any of this. This isn't any good. Alright, Hermit Purple. And let's turn everything into the moon, aka clubs. I'm not going to risk a second tarot drop. With that nonsense in mind. Could have also just done a straight there and then used the backup cards, but this works just as well. Let's try this. And I also could have previously played the 2-pair for the win, I think. Or it would have been close to the win. Oh well, this works too, right? Okay. Uncertain about this hieroglyph. Ooh, I want both of these. Can't I just have both of these? Nope, that's terrible. Oh, I thought I was already on anti 2, if I'm honest. kind of surprised. Also, yes, I did indeed turn extra cards into clubs without thinking about it earlier. Why do you ask? Okay, let's get this crap out of here. I'll still get 35 times 4. This isn't enough. Down we go again. It was enough. Never mind. Let's go. I really wanted to be able to turn more cards into the into that special stone card. Oh well, more aces. I could go 4 of a kind aces and then the stone card. There is a way around this, I suppose. Let's skip that one. Overall a bit more Wonga, even if it means I sacrifice one shop. I recently leveled up Full House. I mean, it's not enough to turn the tide, but it sure is enough to give me excess points for free. Oh man, if only that was the 4 of clubs. That would have been a straight flush. Kind of a shame. Then just about eke out a Full House. Marvellous. Okay, Hierophant Green. Then we'll grab... Can I choose 1? Right, let's just Hierophant Green these bad boys. And just test an Emperor. That's a terrible Emperor. Honestly, I don't want either of those. Justice is okay for like lower like numbered cards, I suppose. But ideally not quite what I want. I'm sure as hell I don't want to risk losing aces while I'm trying to build up aces. That'd just be counterintuitive, you know. Whatever, dump out a bogus hand. Give me another ace. Or don't. That works too. Except it doesn't. This is actually a better alternative. Not much, but slightly better. I mean, it didn't really matter anyway because it didn't give me the points. And that's another dead run. Oh well, this is the final challenge. It's not designed to be easy, you know. Take it in my stride. One thing I'm definitely not taking my damn stride is this damn cough I keep having. So annoying. Right, that's enough to carry through. Marvellous. Rather than less villas. I don't think I want Planet Merchant. Weirdly. Let's see what this does. Yeah, it doesn't even pay itself off with the Hermit. So let's just strengthen these two. And fish for a card. Yep. Not the best results there, I'll have to admit. This ain't looking much better, you know. Might might still be able to eke something out. It's just not going to be good. Also, what is it with eke today? Should have checked. That was equal odds to get a king or a queen on the redeal. Oh, great. Ah. It's alright, though. That favoured enough heart cards for the secure. Thank you very much. I'll take those. Phew. I mean, it might not be enough for the whole run to be saved, but it sure as hell saved just precisely that moment. Nice. Take the bonus jack. Then, sure, I'll deja vu ace. I mean, I don't think that's... again, I still don't think that's enough to necessarily save this specific run, but... hold on. I'm a derp. That's what you're looking for. I was like, where's my queen? I was going to go for a straight and I couldn't find my queen to make the straight. Could have kept that ace for a 5 of a kind, apparently. Would have also been pretty cool. Ah, well. Life's a box of chocolates, isn't it? Come on, give me a really strong card. None of them constitute as really strong cards, unfortunately. But at least the jack is somewhat close to the goal. Silver Chariot? Ah, Herbert Purple. I always select the cards before I finish up my thoughts, because then if I want to go for the thing, I can just press the thing. So yeah. On the previous run, I didn't want Planet Merchant, but I think in general, Planet Merchant should be used for this challenge, just because you've got like very little to work with. May as well take as many things as you can to your advantage. Also, this is a horrible boss for this challenge. Just straight out. Because this run's completely reliant on your stuff early, like that. Oh well. Here we go again. Is there anything else special about this one? Not really, is there? Literally just no jokers. He says just. Pitch for a 10? Nice. Take it. Right, let's grab that. That will pay off in the long run. I know it hurts now, but it helps later. Come on, Queen. That's right, that was a complete disregard of the boss's rules. I think this is just enough. Phew. Alright, that one was kind of close. If I had 2 less points in that... If I had 2 less points in that flush there, I would have drawn. And anything less than that would have been a straight out loss. Okay. Really? You're going to give me all that load of crap? Wow. That's a terrible set of results in the shop. Double king, 100%. Doubling money there was poop, but I didn't want to play out any cards. So, I'll take the lesser of evils. Ace, King, Queen, Jack, 10. And I'm going to save that magician for, of course, the Red Seal King. Which now, in my head, I think of a Red Seal King. So, like, the King of the Seals, somehow. That's not quite what I need. Come on. Nope, didn't draw the Red Seal King. Red Seal King, you are a coward and a vagabond. A Sea King, oh, that's even better. But no, because it's they're called seals. S-E-A-L. It was a King of Diamonds, I think. With the Red Seal. Even though I do prefer Red Sea King. Sea Kings are actually red as well. Good thinking. And they've got a little horn. Nope, you need 7, 8, 9, 10 Jack is just short on the big blind actually. I should have just gone with the thing. I was just trying to cut down the amount of hands that were actually played. But no, I'm not allowed to get the card I need. Such is the way of things. It's the heart of the cards, Yuki. It's the heart of the cards. Bow, bow, bow. Right, let's double this. I'll just get the Arcana pack. If that was the big blind, because I forgot which one I was on for a second there, even though I just tried to do it in one. If that was where the big blind is now, I would have picked up that overstock in that situation. If there was a Queen of Clubs in here, that would have been perfect. Then I could have gone for a flush house. Alas. Let's try getting rid of this 9 intentionally. It did not shatter. So it shall stay. Congratulations, 9 of Hearts. You made the cut this time. Then we'll take the Overstock. Neat little trick, by the way, whenever you buy Overstock, raid out your shop entirely, if you can. Because when you get Overstock, it brings you back up to the total amount. And if there's stuff you bought, it still stocks you back up to the right amount of items in the shop. Don't worry, game, I know that the hand wouldn't score. Mostly because Okuyasu isn't very good at using it. Literally, Okuyasu uses the hand properly once, in my opinion, in the whole of Diamond is Unbreakable, which is just criminal. I don't want to double tag. Let's just get some money. Rather have the money to deal with extra tarot cards. E.g. this. Shame I couldn't pick up... Hold on, wasn't there a fool in the shop? And didn't this fool forget to pick it up? Ah, it's fine. See, that one proc of that lucky card actually secured that thing. Imagine if last run had the necessary. Let's actually do this. And I can grab the extra consumable slot early for literally no reason at all. I'm sure it will make sense later. For now, you can just kind of question it. But yeah, realistically, you wait until after this blind to then get that consumable. So that was technically a misplay. Not even technically. It was just straight out a misplay. I'll be honest. Right. Ace 2, 3, 4, 5. That clears. Excellent. Then... Please. Please. Let's take another one, though. I hold some weird distorted hope that it might actually come in use. Preferably, like, right after this hand in particular. If I can draw, like, 3 more aces and okay, never mind. I would like to go up to a 4 of a kind and then have a crappy low card. Could have happened. Very low odds, but it could have happened. Nah. Shoot into the wild blue on that one. Speed tag is good, but if I do this with only one hand, I actually earn $1 more. So it's basically, do you risk going for the one extra hand? The answer is, I may as well. Even if I have to play a second hand, that's still break even on the thing. But of course, it's a blind that I'm not skipping, which itself equates to $5 less on the next time a speed tag comes around. See, so this will earn me 5 because I'll get 3 from the reward and 2 from the hands. So it equals the same as the speed tag, except with a bit more risk to get it up and going. In that situation. And oh boy, 2 kings. Let's try this. The 7 may break, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. To paraphrase a very tall Lord of Far, Far Away. Because Lord Farquaad is but only the tallest, obviously. Right. Let's grab another ace. Then here's the thing, do I go for this hieroglyph? I don't think I should. I think it detrimented me last time to take it so early when I had nothing set up. So this time, I'm not going to take it. Incredible, I know. The logic is flawless. Onwards. So as long as I can get... I don't even mind if there's a queen, I just want 2 of them. Alright. Put my money where my mouth is. This might just about clear. We go. Excuse me? I'm gonna save this. Because I'd rather get the extra interest from the money sitting in my inventory right now. Another ace, thank you. This doesn't clear, but it gets me hella close. Goodbye, my 7. Something sacrifice I'm willing to make. Now, when I get this, I have money. I have the excess money to spend things on. Terrible. I also did that the wrong way around. I should have bought the strength tarot card before I dipped my hand into the thing. Let's try once more. Okay. Fine. I'll just take a 5 of a kind, casually. No worries. No dramas. 8 aces already. And 1 king. No wonder I can't find it. I'm going to have to use the strength card on some... Oh. Okay. Took the words right out of my mouth. Ooh. Okay. Let's try this. I have a feeling like that foil jack card is going to become somewhat pivotal. And I don't mean necessarily just right now. But let's do this. This might not be enough. Ah, that wasn't very good. Again, once this is a hard one to get off the ground. That's what she said. Just give me my damn run. That's not my damn run. That's a damn walk. There we go. Remember, anything lower than 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen on a straight will not clear the small blind on ante 1. I kind of want to see if I can rotate into this. Okay. I want to see if I could find the blue seal, basically. I'd rather take the extra money from winning with less hands used here, though. So I'm just going to waste all the extra dollars in hand for the extra planet card in bush. See, I still don't know if that would then provide me a jack when I go into the sigil for this challenge. That one's still... I'm still a little cautious of that one. Well, I spent $6 to get the tarot card. I feel like this is fated, and that I need to try this. Because if this now allows me a joker space, 1 joker is a lot better than none jokers. Mathematically speaking. But you've still got to... There you go. I was about to say you've still got to succeed with the jack in your hand, which is very difficult on the hook. Well, that got rid of the 2 cards I didn't want it to get rid of. See, there was going to be my plan. Keep the ace and the king, and then Queen Jack 10. Let's save us some time. the next hand I would have played would have been a pair, and then the next hand after that would have been something that I couldn't rely on happening. So I'm just saving us a few seconds of flailing around. Unfortunately, that one was truly dead on arrival. Such is the way of things. Ooh, 4 queens though. I ain't gonna complain. Do I take the telescope? I feel like I should. Let's exacerbate the single most used hand type. which right now is a 4 of a kind. Which is, they'd always put it on the left when it comes to the planet packs, by the way. Hello. Any combo advice for new players? Right, okay. Hello, Silent. Any combo advice for new players? You mean from the Jokers? How about... I'll come off the challenge for a moment. How about we go into... Right, Silent. Are you playing the game via one deck? Are you going through... Like, are you going to take one deck all the way up in stakes, or are you going up equally, or is there any particular deck you want to see here? Let's go through a full run, and I'll try and point some cool stuff out. We'll do it like that, shall we? If there's any particular deck you'd like to see, or if there's any particular deck you want me to play, please tell me. I will continue to cycle until you see something that you would like to see. You on deck maxing each. Okay. So at the moment you're saying that you're on the red deck, yeah? Thank you. I appreciate you letting me know. What ante are you currently at? Or do you want me to take it from a white deck and talk through things? Because I can do that for better security. Oh, while we're on this screen, actually, I'll run you through because you might not have seen all the stakes yet. And then we'll go into some principles in the run. So... White stake, no changes. Red stake says that small blinds give no... You think the purple one? Sure thing. So you'll know some of this information, but I'll just run through it for the sake of simplicity. So red stake says that the small blind doesn't give you any reward money. Green stake basically makes you have to score higher on every ante beyond the first one. Black stake has eternal jokers, which can't be destroyed, they can't be sold. Blue stake removes a discard. Purple stake, once again, scales the ante. Orange has perishable jokers, which means that after 5 rounds of being used, it becomes debuffed. And gold stake, rental jokers, which means that for every round that they're in your lineup, they'll cost you $3 per round per rental joker. So if you had 2 rental jokers, you're paying $6 a round to keep them both, basically. So, you're on purple stake. Let's have a look. I'll try and run through as much as I can with you. So, with the stakes above small, when it says small blinds offer you no money, you have more options to skip the blind. So, skipping the blind, as I'm sure you know, will give you a tag. So depending on the current situation of a run, will depend on whether you like the tag that you see. For the most part, I personally don't like the orbital tag. This is generally speaking. Orbital tag. Oh yeah, by the way, at one point I do want to do a Balatro tier list. Maybe I do that sometime soon. I was going to wait until I completed this final challenge, but whatever. I'm not a big fan of the juggle tag. Not a big fan of the D6 tag. Top up tag is useful if you're doing black deck and you need the spare jokers. Double tag, super strong. Can literally be anything in here. Not a big fan of boss tag. Voucher tag is brilliant if you got money. I actually prefer the uncommon tag over the rare tag because so many of the good jokers are uncommons. I also love negative tags and early game holographic, late game foil. Even though they're both useful from early game, so it doesn't matter. So in this one, for instance, do I want to, I don't know, earn $2 for winning a run? A hand or round? Or do I just want to take the 2 here? So... now, I have a random joker, and let's gain a second one. Wherever I see cool combos, I'll try and point them out in the run. But if I have no success during this run, we can go through and point them out. So, if my currently played hand is a pair, I get some money. Pop. Lovely. We'll take that. So, one thing I'll say, Silent, is when you've been playing... how do I put this? I don't want to sound rude by saying it because I'm not trying to say this rudely. But when you have been playing, have you been considering the order of which you play cards and the order of which your jokers are along the top? Because a lot of combos are really cool, but they can be even cooler when you swap the positions. is something that I want to try and show off with this kind of run. It'll also help you if I run through some of the mechanics in the game while we're going through this. So yeah, as you can see, as I'm sure you know by now, Eternal cards. You have to heavily weigh up whether you're going to take your Eternals, because if it's just the regular Joker, you're not going to want to take that as an Eternal. That's a crap card to have as an Eternal. Eternals are useful for, say, right, the Eternal tag is really useful when you have... Excuse me, sorry, my voice isn't great. I'm trying to give you my all here. When you're using this, Madness destroys a random Joker on every small or big blind. But what if every other Joker in your hand is Eternal? Madness can't do shit. So it's actually quite nice to have the Eternal tag on some real high priority. I mean, this isn't high priority. This is just... Fortune Challenge is going to be useful here. It's not high priority in this case, but if you see what I mean, if you had, like, this really cool deck with some really fun things, Madness will just destroy that. Madness you take early or you don't take at all, for instance. So... with early game strategy, Silent, what I would recommend is if you go into the game and just play relatively normally, you can figure out... So my strategy, as a general rule, regardless of the Jokers that I have, my strategy is to try and turn the deck into something. So whether I want the whole deck to become aces, whether I want the whole deck to become 2s or 10s or whatever card I want, I try to turn the deck into it. So by default, I try and turn every card into an ace. Or if I think I might get some good face card Jokers, I'll go kings. You were asking for some really good combos. One of my favourite combos in this game actually revolves around face cards. So... I don't really use too many face cards, but this Pareidolia here is helpful because it can turn any card into a face card. So just bear in mind that when I talk about this, Pareidolia can help you apply this to any. But let's take... Where are you? Oh, man. Where is it? Oh, by the way, this is my favourite rare Joker in the... I'll discuss this when I make the... Joker's tier list, but this is my favourite rare Joker in the game. Wee Joker, love it. It's fantastic. Excluding the, Brainstorm and Blueprint, because they can just be everything. Where are you? I'm looking for Photograph. Here we go. Photograph, right? The first played face card gives ×2 multiplier when scored. If you have anything that replays that card, let's say, for instance, I had a King of Hearts with a red seal. It re-triggers the king, right? So that King of Hearts gives ×2 because you used it the first time, and it then gives you ×2 the second time for the reactivation because that's the first played card. It's not the first. It's not the on first trigger. It's on first card. So you can combine Photograph with 2 other cards. I'm just going to show this off now because I might not get them in the run, but this is quite a fun little combo. So if you got Photograph with this one, Hanging Chad, allows you to play it 2 more times. The only thing you think about in position is multipliers. Okay. No, you have to be sorry, Silent. You've got no reason to apologise, buddy. It's all good. I've just been yapping anyway. I'm trying to do the run as a play-by-play while also going through the Jokers. I'm kind of trying to treat it half and half. So I'll repeat just in case you weren't here while I was discussing this. But a really cool combo is Photograph with both Hanging Chad and where is it? Where's the other bugger? Sock and Buskin, right? So these two re-trigger, replay. Chad and Photo, you tried the combo? Yeah. Chad, Photo, Sock and Buskin, but then on top of that, add a red seal. It's bonkers. But seeing as you weren't here at the beginning, I'll try and re-explain a few things that I'm trying to remember. at the beginning of your game, Silent, when you have no or minimal jokers at all, the best thing to do is to try and turn your deck into a thing. So, by default, I personally default to all aces or all kings or something like that because they're higher scoring cards. But if I pull something like a Wee Joker, my head immediately goes, right, everything in this game needs to become a 2. You also tried the cat for luck and enchanting faces and... Yeah. I'm so unlucky with Lucky Cat. Whenever I get the Lucky Cat, that's when none of my lucky cards proc ever. I think the highest I've seen my Lucky Cat go is like ×6. And that was a really unlucky run. But I had like everything luckied. But yeah, I think Wee Joker, my highest I've seen it say, is currently plus 1,300 chips. Because you can do some bonkers stuff with re-triggering cards. But yeah, at the beginning of the game, I want to turn all my deck into a thing. This here is the setup of a very standard kind of deck. So my head goes, I want to turn everything into aces. And then, once I've got all my aces, I'll go, oh, I want to turn them all into X suit. Where the priorities are hearts, then spades, then clubs, then diamonds. I personally prefer Ace of Hearts over anything else because of... well, this doubles probabilities, right? So when you take the Bloodstone, which says 1 in 2 heart cards are 1.5 times multiplier, that becomes 2 in 2 chance. So essentially, if you have a full deck of hearts, every card you're playing, you're making it affect the standard multiplier on the hand of your choice by 1.5. So straight would become 4 to 6 to 9 to 13.5 to you get the idea. Then I say spades because arrowhead. A lot of the time you'll focus multiplier in all of your sets. However, arrowhead basically says, you know all those multipliers you're building up? Well, here's a chance to multiply it really high with the even higher base chips. Put it simply. So, yeah. Also, whenever you see Grossmickle, I recommend taking it. Because when it perishes, it can become Cavendish. So you go from a card that has a chance to destroy itself, 1 in 6, and gives you plus 15 multiplier. Early game, very handy plus 15 multiplier. It can then become this. If you haven't seen this yet, this is Grossmickle gets destroyed while it's in your hand. You can't sell it or destroy it. It has to destroy itself at the end of the round for the effect to trigger. But Grossmickle destroys itself, becomes Cavendish. 1 in 1,000 chance to destroy itself. But it's a ×3 multiplier Joker. Very handy. So I normally try fishing for it. So in this scenario here, right, normally I would try and skip this because I get no money from small blinds. Or if I've got, say for instance, if one of my, I try and get one Joker which is helpful for gold generation. So if I had, say, a golden Joker or Cloud9 or something up in here, I would definitely be playing the small blind. In this instance, I want to play it because I've got the to-do list. Plus $4 for every hand that is a chooser's hand type. But it has to be that. It's not includes. To-do list says is a pair. To show off a point, let's run through a couple of the Jokers. I know this sounds really condescending, but I just want to point out that the fact that the wording in this game is very specific. So, all these Jokers here, Jolly Joker, Sly Joker, Clever Joker, Willy Joker, Tee-hee, it's actually called Wily Joker. They all say contains, right? So, let's take the really quite useful Joker of Spare Trousers. You can play full houses with the spare trousers and still have the multiplier go off because it specifically says contains a 2 pair. And a full house, of course, is a 3 and a 2. So contains means that it doesn't have to just be it. But this particular money earning card says is. So I need to play a pair. Is a pair. So watch the wording, because is and contains literally treat themselves as they are spoken. Were you here when I talked about the... I know you went away for a bit. Were you here when I was talking about the importance of Eternal cards? Or the combo I mentioned about Eternal cards? Or do you want me to reiterate that one? Kind of 2 pair. You know what? Let's get rid of Swashbuckler. Pop. Because if you weren't, I will reiterate it, because it is a useful thing to point out. And I want to play this one because I want to keep fishing for the 2 pair. But I also want to go to the shop. No, try again. Okay, sure thing. So, Eternal Jokers. This is probably my favourite of the cards that are affected by the stake levels. Eternal Jokers cannot be sold or destroyed. No, I know what you mean, Silent. Don't worry, you don't have to reword yourself. I knew what you were saying. So, Eternal Jokers cannot be sold or destroyed. So no matter what I want, I cannot get rid of this. This now exists in my hand entirely. Which means that if I had something that affected... destroys everything, right? So you know how there's spectral cards, yeah? And you have... let's say you have Ankh or Hex. Destroy all other Jokers. These 2... cannot affect Eternal cards of the destruction. So let's say, for instance, I had a Hex right now. It will randomly choose one of these cards. So let's say, for instance, the Hex was to land on the to-do list. The to-do list would say the blue Joker and the Grossmiko would be destroyed, but the other 2 cards would stay because they can't be destroyed. So Eternals are like both a problem and a benefit, because yes, you can't get rid of them Jokers, but if they're good Jokers that are essential to your build, they cannot go regardless of the scenario. So with that in mind, not only do you have the 2 spectral cards there. Oh, what's this all about? Best hand 4.296 E16. Collection Jokers. What you actually wanted to discuss, you idiot, is madness. So if ever you see this, I would recommend leaving the madness on the lower blind levels. But when you're at the green or whatever, which is the Eternals or above, if you're gonna build a deck with a whole bunch of Eternal Jokers, madness is great because you can't destroy. So if I took madness right now, my fortune teller and my photograph could never disappear. That was the main point I was going to mention. So, again, with this, my hand has to be a 2 pair. I'm going to move the blue Joker because I'll try and explain something else while I do this. So, plays up the hand. We earn the $4 for the to-do list. And because I've swapped around the order of the Jokers, blue Joker went off before Grossmiko. Now, that doesn't matter. Basically, destroy the useless ones. You'll eventually want useless ones later. Basically, you don't want the useless ones later. What I'm saying is, don't linger on Jokers that you've taken that you don't like. I'm going to be getting rid of this to-do list very soon. So in this case, I actually want to pull this pack. Riff Raff as an Eternal is awful. Awful Eternal. Basically, for Eternal cards, unless you really have to take this Riff Raff, I wouldn't take this. All this card does is add extra cards, which, yeah, cool, but once you've got your setup, it provides no other benefits, except from if you had it turn into a holographic or a foil or a polychrome. So I personally would avoid Eternals like this. Sometimes taking a rental or an Eternal is fine, but it's about what the card provides. Put simply. Also, I was going to touch on the fact that I've swapped the order of the Jokers. All Jokers are played from left to right, with some circumstantial changes. So, you'll notice photograph. It doesn't matter where I place photograph, because the photograph effect takes place mid-hand. Mid-play of the hand. But swapping around the order of your jokers up here, if they affect if a multiplier is times or added, it depends on... So let's say, for instance, I had the hand I have right now, right? Gross Mikkel currently gives plus 15, right? Let's say I had... Where's a real simple one? The pair, okay? The duo, sorry. So the duo multiplies the multiplier by 2, right? So the duo, if the duo was in the blue joker's hand, it does nothing to affect the gross Mikkel. Let's say, for instance, I had a pair. The duo here would turn it into a turn it into the times 4 for, you know where my cursor is? So the duo, if placed here, would just turn this into a times 4, and then it would add the 15, so it becomes times 19. But if the duo was here, at, say, where the fortune teller is, the gross Mikkel would go first, turn this into a 10 times 17, and then multiply, becoming a times 34. So your order up here can affect how your things here are, which is why it's always worth considering what order you have your hand in. And as for the positioning of how you play your hand, right? If I had the Hanging Chad right now, it would try to activate on this card, but it's debuffed. So I would swap this so that this ace was played. What do I need? A full house? Sorry, I am trying to play the game, but also try and describe. I'm trying not to, completely make it look silly. Right, so now I've got this full house. So what I would do is, if I had, say, for instance, this king was the only card with a buff on it, I'd pull that to the front out of habit. Because if it had a multiplier on it, it could then be affected by the, the Hanging Chad and stuff like that. See? So the Gross Mikkel reset after a round. So now, King Joker always goes first. Right, okay. So, yep, absolutely. So, this is why I want a sandbox mode, so I can show you properly. But, right, to explain, because that's a really good question, Silent, because the mechanics on how the Jokers work isn't quite as straightforward as they work from left to right. So, yes, they do work from left to right, but depending on where the Joker works in relation to how a hand is played. Also, I'm taking the scary face for now. So, when you put down your hand, I need to try and find the right examples here. So Joker, yeah, has been activating after I place down the hand, and then it works out during the hand that first one needs to be multiplied. Then the next section, after the hand is played, I need to go into a hand so I can show you this a bit better. What are we on? Upcoming. Right, let's play the first hand here. Let's slow down the game so I can explain what I need to here and now. This is going to be painful, but I'll only do this for a hand or two. So, I'm going to ignore the to-do list. This is why I don't like to-do lists. It asks you to do straight flushes and crap like this. You think there is a sandbox mode? More of a program? Yes, yeah, you can do seed stuff, but I want like a mode where I could just specifically make everything so I could show you things. That's what I mean. Like, I want a proper, true sandbox mode. So, anyway, watch, ready? So I'll play my hand. So, out first comes the cards. The cards are played. It then works from left to right. So it will take the cards that are affected by the Jokers. So that's why it played Scary Face. And then Photograph. Then, the next step I can't show you at the moment because I don't have a steel card. But after the hands are played, right, the next part of the scoring becomes anything in hand. So first off, what's calculated is the stuff that you play out, then it's the stuff in hand, and then it's the stuff in jokers, right? So if I had, where are you? I want the joker that says the thing that does stuff. This one, mime, right? Mime says re-trigger all card held in hand abilities. Yeah. If you have, this is where it gets a little technical, right? So mime says re-trigger all player cards in hand. So that would play your steel cards after the played stuff. But if you have not just the mime, but also shoot the moon. Where is it? It's the picture of the queen. Right, here we go. Shoot the moon. Each queen held in hand gives plus 13 multiplier, right? So shoot the moon adds multiplier. If you have, let's say for instance, this ace was steel and not lucky, right? After the hand would be complete, this ace of the steel ace would actually proc for the chariot proc before the queen for the shoot the moon. If your chariot's down here to this side, it would play shoot the moon, then the chariot. So when it does the held in hand phase, it calculates held in hand from left to right, not about the order of the jokers up here. So chariot card, try and play, if you've got shoot the moon, place, even if your chariot card is, say, I don't know, a king or an ace, bring that in your hand to down here so that it would play the shoot the moon first to add to the 13 and then get multiplied out by chariot. And then it goes into the standard left to right joker scoring points after the held in hand phase. So it literally will calculate as cards played in hand, cards held in hand, jokers. I'll put the game speed up. Clip it again. What I can do, Silent, is yes, I can happily what I need to do at some point, as I say, I want to put together a tier list with all of this information and more in it at some point. Of course, it's my pleasure to help you out because it's useful to have the knowledge, you know. I've sat there and I've worked this all out because my head likes to work things out. So at one point, I should sit down and try to do that. I'll also, if you want to, I can go through at some point dummy runs and to treat them as tutorialized dummy runs. Maybe I should think about doing that at some point. But yes, thank you for coming by. You need to go and study for uni exams. Well, good luck with the studying, and I hope your tests, etc. will go well for you. Honour and a pleasure as always. I will continue this run just for the sake of fun at this point, though. Okay, so again, I'm going to ignore the to-do list. This isn't a great setup, is it, right here? Oh well. Don't worry, folks, I will be going back to the last challenge run after this. Totally. Thank you. Yeah, no worries, Silent. Always happy to answer questions where possible. You're just doing a 100% disfigure again. The added grenade launcher. Ooh. Well, I need to download Disfigure again to put it in the next Rogue Run, Dragon. I know, I've been slacking. It's been a month and a half since the last Rogue Run, but I want to try and get myself back in gear on certain things. So the plan will be to... That's why I'm trying to amp up the anime reviews again, Dragon. Because I'm trying to re-kick myself back into getting the other stuff out there. So yeah, I just need to re-download all the games for the Rogue Runs again. Be honest. Oof, this isn't looking good. Did I not just record a Rogue Fiesta? Well, I mean, there's the whole Darkest Dungeon series, yeah. I still love, there's one particular comment that I loved from the first video where this guy just says, this is a whole bunch of degenerative crap. I think I said to him something like, yeah, but it's fun. Oh man, not even an ace. I think this one's a loss. I could have swapped the Joker and the scary face there, so I could have shown off how it works. Right, let's go back to the Jokerless. If anybody else also who's here has any further questions on anything in the game, I know I'm not saying that I am the master of this game, obviously not, but if there's anything I can try and help anyone with, let me know and I will do my best. Yeah, that's pretty much it. However, bear in mind that this current challenge says no Jokers, so I can't show off anything funky here. This is just again going back through and hoping that the Yugi has the heart of the cards or whatever. So by that logic, oh really? I kind of this run kind of relies on a really quick and early acceleration on your modifiers on your cards. If I had a run filled with 2s for this challenge, but every single one of them was modified, I'd prefer that over the base king, over just base kings, for instance. Oh, and there was another king in waiting? Really? Interesting. This clears. Yes, this particular challenge more than any, and of course the first anti on any regular challenge, are the times where you need to, or it helps to, calculate how to get to what you need. Like, I'll sit there and calculate stuff if I need to number crunch properly. Bop. Shouldn't have got rid of that jack. This is where you just don't know. Outcome accountability and all that. If only that king wasn't a heart. Come on. 10 or a king, 10 or a king, 10 or a king. Perfect. Not even close. Get wrecked. Another one. Right. Here's another funky little trick, though, that I can point out. So just now, we had the boss blind of... Where are you? We just had the head. Whatever, I can't find it with the icons. The icons are so stupid sometimes. I know I should have them all like memorized, but that's on me, I guess. Yeah, so the hearts were all debuffed last round. But now that we've gone through that, the head won't come back. So now I know that I can turn everything into a heart, and I can't be stopped. So if I just grab as many of the big Boshti cards as I can, and just convert them all into hearts, like, we're going to be scot-free. So now, there's your royal flush. Because again, they don't really give you the same, they don't give you the same Joker twice. But what is interesting is if you are on blind 8, you get one of these boss blinds, yeah? If you activate Hieroglyph or the Pteroglyph during Ante 8 to go back down to Ante 7, you still have to face the boss blind in Ante 7. So you can still get Verdant Leaf, Violet Vessel, Crimson Heart, or whatever at ante 7 because you've forcibly brought your ante down. So yeah. But you do raise a good point about Darkest Dungeon Dragon. I was very close to hitting the button on Darkest Dungeon Dragon. I was so tempted because I saw Darkest Dungeon 2 in the PlayStation Store or whatever, and I was like this close. Imagine that you can see me put my pinch my fingies really close together right now. But I was this close to getting Darkest Dungeon 2. Because I still haven't actually played it. You are the dragon from the Darkest Dungeon, exactly. Also, I should have pointed this out to Silent as well. If you sort by hand, rank and suit, you can work out roughly what your face down cards are. Because, so these are diamonds. So it goes clubs, then diamonds, then hearts and spades. So this is probably the 2 or 3 of hearts. These are probably, this could be a low spade. This could be a high heart or a low spade, but you can tell based on sorting by rank or suit as to what your deck looks like roughly without actually being in it. So let's. I mean, this could be a flop right here, but I'm just gonna it's gonna flop while I'm on the fish, boss. Unlucky. Oh well, can't win them all. Realistically, on the fish, what you should do is not that. You save your discards. So after every hand you play, you can then discard the face down cards. Is normally how I would play the fish. So I just fished up there. Replace fish with another word. I don't like any of this, by the way. Don't like this at all. Oh well. Got there eventually, didn't we? I can't get wasteful. Shame? Well, I might be able to actually. That was only the first one. Then let's go here. Again, because I've got no jokers. But can I get wasted? I mean, I think I've explained before, Dargan, that I haven't really drunk much alcohol within the last few years. I drink here and there now, but it's not very good for me to drink while I'm on happy pills. So I get drunk even quicker than I used to. Mind you, I still do a relatively decent job of holding on liquor, but I don't drink that much. That being said, I did have a single tipple on Tuesday when I was around my sister's of the equivalent of a double archers or so, and lemonade. Friends are not good with alcohol. They are not. They are not. That being said, although I've been on them for over 2 years now, I still drink every now and then. Like I say, it's not like I'm adverse to it. I just don't have a... Alcohol doesn't really have a grip on me, is how I shall phrase it. Anyway. That was close. Let's take the Fool. And if I don't like what I see from this pool, I can then turn it into the Hermit. I could play the Emperor. If I don't like the card I see, then fool it, and then whatever. But I think that's not the best idea. Let's do this for now. Because when you've got your tarot cards up here, while you're in this screen, of course, you can play as many of these as you like. So for now, let's... So I can either reduce more cards to make the ace percentage higher, or let's just... Ooh, that helps with the ace percentage. Just convert another card to an ace. Okay. The Devil is an okay tarot card, but not really for the current situation. What I can do, though, is I can try and be cheeky, and we'll get a cheeky $3 out of this one. Oh, and I haven't even talked about... I know that Silent's not here, but I still like to yap about things in this game while I'm playing it. With the blinds, they'll always work as... your small blind is the base points. Oh yeah, this is at maximum stake level, by the way. I suppose it's all as well, because it still works here. So small blind is the base. Your big blind is 1.5 times base. And your boss is 2 times base. And then when you have the wall, I believe that the boss becomes... wouldn't it be 4,000 on this one? So it becomes 2.5 times the 2 times of boss. In other words, 5 times your small blind. Or does it become 10 times? It's either 10... The wall is either 10 or 5 times small blind. I can't remember which. Whatever. You get the point I'm making. I hope. So Red Seal does work on gold cards as much as it works on silver cards, whether you're playing them or whether they're doing their card effect. It still just plays the Red Seal. Because the Red Seal just says whenever this card is activated, you activate it a second time, regardless of whether it's to be played or to be affected by. Man, I truly am in yap mode today. I think I'm too excited from when Silent was asking me questions, honestly. I need to come down off my high horse. Ooh, that's better. Let's do this. I would have played that 6 for the full house with the 2 aces, but, you know, that works too. Oh, no. There's 2 really good options here. I like them both. I actually wanted both of those, by the way. I wanted the Red Seal as well. Thanks, Wheel of Fortune. They really should take Wheel of Fortune. I've said this before, but in this specific challenge, I wish they took Judgment. Hello, Eric. Nice to see you here. Long time no see. Hope you've been keeping well. Nice of you to join us here. Seven, 8, 9, 10, Jack. Then let's just get rid of this. Because the challenge... Because the challenges are done at white stake, it always feels like they give me so many discards. Evo. Oh, Indo! You've made your own channel. You've made your own account now. Yes, yes. Nice. Cool. I thought you would have... So you no longer need to use your brother's account. Gotcha. Well, yeah, nice to have you here as always. For sure. Oh yeah, is your mum doing okay now? Has her, I assume her leg now has fully healed? It was her leg, wasn't it, or was it her foot? How is Indo Mum doing anyway? Is she back to being okay? See, the gold card just there propped twice because of the red seal. Don't know why I feel the need to do the seal noise sometimes. I know it sounds derpy as shit. Take this. Foot. That's right, it was her foot. I couldn't remember. I knew it was below the waist, and I couldn't remember whether it was leg or foot. Thanks for the reminder. But good thing she's doing better. Sincerely glad to hear that. Four of a kind's kind of poop. Still better than a full house. Sort of like I've messed around with the order of things here. Now is worth removing cards. The deck's becoming a bit too thick, so I want to dilute it again. I suppose it's only becoming thicker because I've added so many aces. Can I get a 5 of a kind? Please? Ah. That's a shame. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Back into the drudgery of this. Yeah, I'll take the playing the blind there. This wins. Anything lower than this wouldn't succeed. Seven, 8, 9, 10 Jack is too much of a gap because it's 3 different. We need a filler hand anyway. If you don't have 4 of a kind or like royal flush, you have to play 2 hands on the big blind here. I mean, I've definitely played too much of this game. I mean, my highest hand count is still only the full house at 7,000 individual opportunities. What do you mean I've played this game too much? Oh. Ick. Rip 6-7. Rip 6-7 indeed. You mean this one? Actually, this one's better because that's the same suit. Right. King, Jack. Look at that. See, I even moved it for you just there. Here we go. King, Jack, 10, 8. 5. Right, let's do this. This would clear anyway, but I'm just gonna commit a little. Let's make spade the suit this time. So now I want to turn everything into spades, and then I want to turn it all into aces. See, this is what I mean by having a strategy. People will say, "Oh, what about the Joker combinations?" Nope, just have a general strategy to begin with. Ooh. I'm a sucker for that. 2, 3. So Nah, let's just skip. Let's just do skip-opotamus for a secured amount. Be better in this scenario. I can get behind that. King Jack 862, that's 5 cards, stupid. I was gonna be like, I can't play this flush. Yes, you can. But it's not enough. Truly not enough. Back to the drawing board. Again, this run needs like an almost immediate ramp up, really. So again, this just about clears 308 points. Unfortunately, 7, 8, 9, 10 Jack is 294 points or something, by the way. For those curious. Nobody asked. Let's go here. So yeah, I might need to get on with that. I mean, I've still got to script the damn Dead Island videos as well. Oh man. So much extra crap I want to do and I haven't got round to doing it. But I do want to make my Joker tier list for the game. I could make it like a comprehensive tier list and do everything. That might be better broken down into separate compartments. Guess this time I'll just strengthen everything up. Eep. Very specifically this card. And the reason why I destroyed the tower is that. Excellent. That will do. That will do, donkey. That will do. Let's try and get another ace. You're not aces. Go away. Nice. Recyclomancer, you say? Something's telling me I screwed myself over here. I can't put my finger on what or why. Ah, whatever. Let future me deal with that. Okay, another hanged man. Well, ain't that just a few too many of you? Apparently, probably not. Really, this run should rely on more planets. But I can't plan that. So this is why souping up the cards is so important, super early on this. Because I'm already struggling here. Basic cards can only get you so far. But this wins. That's actually times 6. Excellent. That pretty much is the cut-off. And I don't mean the kind to buy us wares. So I guess I'm going to have to pull these over getting Recyclomancy. A little disappointing. Oh. Best streamer of the year is Millsy. I know this isn't Roblox for you, Window Bro, but on the premise of me not being a dumbass tomorrow should be Roblox. Peter has already come by and asked if I can play his ESDS game again. So we have that to, as some may say, look forward to. But I appreciate you coming by, even though it's not even if it's not Roblox. Your presence is always appreciated. Bad word. Uh-oh. Oh, because I said yeah, okay. Sorry. I mean, it's no less true though. Yeah. Told you I kind of screwed myself over, and the screw over was not actually amping up enough cards. Turning everything into aces is cool, but if it doesn't actually lead to any usable outcome, then what use does it really serve? That's not bad, you know. That's not bad. Best streamer of the year can't completely out the window. You said a thing. Right, Spectral Pack. Grim. Why you do this? I wanted Grim, aka give me more aces. Let's take this. The big blind will compensate. Hopefully. He says with too much confidence, and you know what they say about overconfidence. It is indeed a slow and insidious killer. I said it during the Darkest Dungeon playthrough, I'll say it again now. Probably one of my favourite voice lines in any game ever. I love it. Yeah, we'll just get rid of some cards. Inflate the ratio. Nice. The fact that I've also started with an additional hand here should hopefully be part of the clincher. Realistically, starting with an extra hand is technically more valuable than starting with an extra discard, in most cases. Because you always get an extra dollar for every hand you have, yet you don't always get money for the discards. The discards can save you using hands, but at the end of the day, hands ultimately are better than discards. With a few exceptions here and there. Such as my personal favourite, Legendary Joker. Yorick. That's just too bonkers, Yorick. Put simply. That Joker's like a cheat code. Quite honestly. Does it tell you like win statistics or anything when you look at the Jokers? I don't think it does. It just tells you what you've yeah, it just tells you the best stake you've won on the with the Joker win. Ooh, that was a good go. This clears on its own. Let's just do this for security. Man, I just cannot crack this nut, can I? And by that I do just mean the challenge in general, not the I mean, this run is kind of a balance of earning money and saving money. Sorry, spending money to soup up your cards and earning the money. Which will probably make you wonder why I say that taking the devil here isn't the best idea. Despite those words. 2, 3, 4, 5. Flush hands more than a straight by default. 5 extra chips. Because reasons. Excuse me. I'm sorry if I accidentally forget to mute myself when I'm coughing like that, because that would sound goodness god awful and that would scare all of you. It is not nice. So I'm doing my best to make a conscious effort as possible. Oh, that ace. Now I need a whole bunch of death tarot cards, because if I can get this duplicated. See, this is a valid strategy where you just take one card, you find as many death cards as you can, repeat this one card, and you basically just straight out win. So that's the new plan. Find as many death cards as possible to carry out the win. Not there. Problem is that I can't just spam rerolls for it though. I have to be a little more tactile than that, which is why this, as mentioned, why this run is so fickle. But look how much heavy lifting that one card is going to do. Like, it's actually, like, sickening. So let's increase the chances of seeing it then. Nope. Why did I keep the 5s over keeping the court cards? If I knew, I'd tell ya. Nice, 666. This might be okay. This might not be okay. That's looking kind of not okay, actually. Funnily enough. Regrettably. Yeah. Eep. And that's how easy it is to lose a good looking run. This is precisely why the Hoosiers sung the line, "The trick to life is not to get too attached to it," because of shit like that. Hey Portable, nice to have you here, buddy. Hope you're doing good. Hope your weekend's been going well so far. Where's the button? That one. That button. You join me while I once again attempt to do this damn jokerless. What do they actually call it? Brutal or cruel? I can't remember what the name of the challenge is. Jokerless. It just calls itself jokerless. Honestly, the challenge called cruelty was far easier than this. I think I got super lucky with that cruelty run though, if I recall correctly. Exam free, stress free. Nice. You know what? It's not even a case of more me, Portable. It's better peace of mind for you, which is great. Which I'm glad for you. It's nice to get it out of the way, isn't it? Now all we need to do is wait for your results, which, fingers crossed, are looking good. Even though I have full confidence in you. I'm taking that Hierophant green. I'm hitting that 20-meter emerald splash. And let's re-earn some money. Then once I've played the Hierophant, I can then play the High Priestess. Nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, 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 nice. 2 extra aces, you say? I'll just turn the one that's glass into something more permanent. I don't like this. This ain't looking good. It's like that dog in the fire that says everything's fine. Or whatever it is he says. Something like that. Grades take forever to come. It's the MCQs that they put through to use a machine. This is fine, that's it, Dragon. And the dog melts before it drinks the coffee. Yeah. Around 2 months. 2 months. I suppose it takes around then for us as well over here. Some examining bodies like AQA drag their heels, so I guess I understand that. A lot of the sometimes people that are getting their GCSE and A-level results have to go a second day because some examining bodies drag their heels and take that long. Happens very rarely though, hence the sometimes. But yes, Dragon, you knew exactly what one I'm talking about. I couldn't quite remember what the quote was, but I knew it was something like that. I should have looked at the fact it was the arm. Oh well, whatever. I can always get another planet. Hold on, I'm out of things. Screw you too, arm. I guess screw me, because I think this runner's dead. This run really does just die on the damn vine, just over and over. Well, ain't that sucky. Oh well. Skill issue my end, I suppose. Skill issue my end. Yeah, at least with the exam results taking 2 months, you don't have to worry about it for 2 months. I suppose is one way to look at it, Portable. Third-party test provider takes 14 weeks, shells take 2 months. Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, that means that the third-party test provider takes longer. Shelves are on behalf of the faculty. Yes, you did explain that one to me. I do remember you telling me what a shelf exam was. So faculty is lazy? Yeah. It happens. I suppose. Probably should have waited for aces on those lucky cards, but oh well, I want to play them. Oh, it was 14 days. Oh, okay. Takes 2, so in other words, 2 weeks. Gotcha. Sorry, it's because it's more about my ignorance than it was about your incorrectness on that one. Me no. Well, this is all terrible, quite frankly. Ugh. Don't like any of that. I'd rather have just taken the extra discard voucher there. Oh well. If Justin Butts were candy and nuts every day, it'd be Urge Dunk Fest. I did actually pull that reference out at my buddy Thursday night. He hadn't watched The Office though, so it all went over his head. And yes, I was expecting that 10 to break, by the way. All part of the master plan, don't worry. Another one bites the dust by Queen comes into my head. I mean, I love Freddie Mercury. He was so good. Truly the greatest entertainer of all time. Right. Small blind. The jokes write themselves. Gubernaculum? You're a gubernaculum. You're not really. Right, let's use this Hierophant. Yeah, let's use the Hierophant real quick. I'll get another one. Or should I say Hero P-Hand? Let's leave the 7s for a second there. Yay, this works. Yeah, this deck is actually one of the better ones that I've had so far today. Just because there's a lot more effects going on. I've been trying too much to obsess in turning everything into aces and such. Really, I should just be going, get what you're given, and work on building everything base up. In other words, I'm being too much of a gubernaculum. So yeah, this looks healthier. Already. More full house, yes please. Well, clearly they're not just settled in because they call it a full house instead of a full home. Also, to point out for the wheel, if ever you've got the oops all sixes, it does become 2 in 7 cards. God tier? Wouldn't that just be like God Castle or something? Oh, Portable, I was watching a video the other day and it actually used the rabbit pointing to the stopwatch meme. I can now say that I have seen it. It made minimal sense to the context, but I was like, oh, okay. I've now seen it in a video. And it did make me think of you. I was like, oh, I can't wait to tell Portable I've seen it. I mean, it's not in the... it's nothing more than saying it, but it's something. We go. What do I do here? Lament at the fact that I didn't draw the 9 until after all my discards were gone. That's what we do here. I should have played out a previous hand. Skill issue. Okay, yeah, that's about as far as it goes. I think okay might actually be the most accurate way to determine it. All club cards are debuffed. Then let's go to Zawalda. Let's go to Zawalda. Nice. I can get behind that. Do I play this out? Or do I just skip it? Let's skip it. I may have earned more if I had won with using less than, say, 3 hands. But hold on, have I upgraded straight yet? No. But I have upgraded full house. This is more worth it. Doesn't mean it's much better, it just means that it's more worth it. Give me a break. Oh, this isn't looking good. I know, I've still got 3 more hands left, but treat that as if I've got 3 more total, like, discards or whatever. Then it starts to look worse. For me to get 1200 points in 2 hands. Unless this king hits the thing. That's when you're meant to do the thing, king. Oh, I still won anyway. Never mind. It's okay, it's okay. We're clawing it back. Or some such. Definitely taking this. More Zoaldo. Excellent. You're the kind of card I need. If I can turn everything into that 4 multiplier, I probably would. For this challenge, that's actually a very useful card. This looks stupid, but there's a reason. Now we'll go this way. Yeah, that will do. Bum, 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 ba-da, bum, ba, bum, ba, ba-da. Nope, don't like this. Not feeling so good, Mr. Stark. Nope, still looking about as crap as it did 3 seconds ago. Excellent. What I might do is, if and when, well, this fails now, let's do one more attempt at this challenge, and then we'll go for some sort of, I'll randomize somehow the and do a regular run. I'll like check how many decks there are, or if there's any decks anybody wants me to do specifically. If not, I'll just do like a dice rolling thing equivalent. Excuse me? Oh, now you give me the runs after giving me 3 aces together. Alright. Excelente. That will do. And I don't want to get the tape. Let's just grab a couple cards. The sweet, sweet allure of the A. That's how dedicated to the aces I am here. I'm going to take that king with no buffs over the lucky 9. Is that a bad call? Almost definitely. I was going to play the flush here. What's that to be the exact same amount of points accounting for the difference between a straight and a flush? Yeah, I just need to keep fishing for cards. Even if I don't take cards, it's good for me to just grab cards. Especially ones with purple seals. Holy heck. Also, look at how much of a value High Priestess is. For $3, I get 2 different planets instead of spending $3 for 1. I mean, sure, it's the difference of a specific planet versus a randomized planet, I suppose, but how do you organize an astronomer's birthday party? Your planet, you know? What difference does that have to anything right now? Absolutely none. Yeah. One heart away from getting the from being safe. Alright, you got me. Oof. Okay, let's break up the monotony of doing the challenge by... Right, so there's... Unless anybody has a specific deck they want me to choose. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Unless anyone has a specific deck they want me to do... Let me just get a... I don't have a D15. Random number generator, but this time specifically actually RNG. Right, I press it 3 times and go on the third one. Right, 15? 3, 10. So 15, 14, 13, 12. Hold on, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is there anything fire-based? The only thing that's fire-based... there's no enemy life points like Be a Landlord or anything, but the one thing that is on fire is if you exceed the score of a thing by a load, it makes little fires on the chips and multiplier. If you haven't been noticing that on the left hand side where it shows the chips and multi, if you exceed the score, it adds fire, and the fire effect goes wilder when 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, lovely. I can just D8 that then. 8. Alright, 8. Damn. Well, let's give it a go. I'll try and show that off while we're here, Dragon. But basically you can make where the little cursor here is, this will start to go on fire. Put simply. Again, I'll try and show that off. So this is the checkered deck, meaning that there's no diamonds and there's no clubs by default. There still are 52 cards, but the relevant ones that are missing are turned into the other ones of the same colour. So the club here does absolutely freaking nothing. Because it literally can't, for clarification. See, here's where your perishable comes in. Oh, if this didn't have an eternal sign on it, I'd be taking it. But it's eternal, so I'm not taking it. If I can just find... I very specifically want to find this for you. I need to try and get a straight flush. I could have actually got a lot more points than this just pointing that out. I just want to see if I can find this for you, Dragon. If this fails, I'll just restart on the exact same settings as what I rolled, because I'm the one purposely throwing this. Nope. Okay. Terrible. I just want to show you the thing. Come on, game. Let me show Dragon the thing. There we go. Ace, King, Queen, Jack, 10. If you look, Dragon, at where it says Royal Flush, look at the little fire that's coming off the numbers. That is everything fire-based. Then, as it gets further past the point of winning, the flames will go bigger. But when you go degrees of magnitude beyond the score that you need, it gets bigger and bigger flames. Normally, that's at the effect of when you have more jokers in play. So there you go. There's a weapon in Vampire Survivor that kind of does that. So does Kiara in Hollow Cure. Her main fire weapon can be upgraded to have to become more of a fire-based attack, which is pretty neat. Okay, fine. I guess I won't be doing the thing. Is Hollow Cure free? Absolutely. Hollow Cure is indeed free. Part of the reason why it became so successful is because not only was it based on the members of HoloLive, but because it was also a free game. Is it gacha? No. It's literally just the developer is based and wanted people to play their game. I mean, Vampire Survivor isn't free. There's no way in hell they're making a game for no profit. Who knows? Maybe they get something on the side. Maybe they have Patreon. I don't know. I know nothing. I know very little about KU. It's on mobile as well, is it? Wild. Didn't know that. I just know what I know, which is very little, of course. They're saying that they're looking into cross-play possibilities. What? For Hollow Cure? Or are you now talking about Vampire Survivors? Oh, you're saying about Vampire Survivors, I assume, Dragon. I'm assuming I'm getting my wires crossed between the two of you. To be fair, Paul Boy, I don't think that KU would have done it for this, but they did also get a lot of attention from the members of HoloLive for making the game. Vampire. I'm not exactly the Holocure specialist. That would be that'd be Kalg. I know a bit, but not like. Who's the one with the knowledge? Also, I think I'm screwed. No, I'm not. We're fine. This is one good thing about the checkered deck. Early game, it can carry you from having loads of like straight flushes and royal flushes and stuff. Right, the arm. Funnily enough, it can't decrease the level of royal flushes. Because royal flush isn't a thing out here. I don't even think it affects straight flushes because it's its own entity. Let's double check this then, shall we? Or do I not have I don't have straight flush upgraded, but I think that royal flush is its own thing that scales itself off straight flushes. Okay. An eternal rocket, yes please. Oh, bear with me just one moment. I shall be back in just a minute here. Apologies for keeping you waiting. Back to it. Why so many aces? I don't want this many aces. I need a king. My horse for a king, or something. In the words of a wise man. Oh, come on. Why do you do me like this? I suppose I did myself like this, right? Anyway, where's the thing that does stuff? Random number generator, go. 9. Have I played Baldur's Gate 3? Paul, will you say not that I should, but I should. I've been wanting to get Baldur's Gate 3 for quite some time. I have not played it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I really enjoyed DOS 2, the original Sin 2, which was Larian's last big game. Hold on. Yeah, that is 9. 1, 2, 3. I do want to get it. I want to recheck to see how much it is on both PlayStation Store and on Steam. I imagine it'd be better for me to get it on console. It might control better on Steam, but from a storage point of view, it might be better if I do it on PlayStation, because my PC storage is more vital to be open. But I'd love to get Baldur's Gate 3. You know I'd be doing a playthrough on it like the minute I got it, and then you'd get nothing but Baldur's Gate 3 for a couple weeks. Really, what else I should do is maybe start a DOS 2 playthrough instead. DOS 2 is great. And I haven't played it for a while. Oh, I messed up. I didn't pay attention to the fact it was the pillar. I thought it was the other orange one. I wasn't really looking before. I thought it was, like, the window. I wasn't paying attention. Oh well, wouldn't be the first time I am. Oh, hold on. Idiot. I just realised I'm on, yeah, treat that last one as a write-off. I forgot I was on the abandoned deck. I only realised just now because I was like, why have I got clubs? Shouldn't be any clubs here. Oh well, makes sense now. So, abandoned deck. For abandoned deck, ride the bus may seem cool, but the Joker itself isn't all that. So I'd recommend just playing without it. Unless you really want to go for some kind of green Joker and ride the bus combo. But that's kind of redundant, if you ask me. Because really what you want is multipliers, not additive stuff. There's my 2 cents. Or whatever. Yeah, after this run attempt, I'll try and do that challenge once or twice more. I think. See, to-do list is really weird because if I like... My head's weird with this one because if I like the current next hand, I take it. And if I don't, I ignore it. Even though it literally changes every single hand. My taking it is purely predicated on, do I like what I currently see? Which is a bit crazy, but it's true. The current one is a 2 pair. I want money, please. Money will set up the run. It's worth me sacrificing a hand or two here to get the extra money, because you get $1 for every hand that you finish with. It's so long. That's not what she said. Yeah, I've been told it's rather long as well, but I don't mind that. That doesn't bother me. DOS 2 wasn't exactly short. But I know Baldur's Gate 3 is long. Like, DOS... But supposedly Baldur's Gate 3 makes DOS 2 look, like, tiny in comparison. I will take a misprint, thank you. And because it sells the most, let's take Sock and Buskin. Oh, what's the thing? 4 of a kind. Yeah. Not what I'm really going to get to use, especially not now. Okay, full house. Excellent. I really like full houses in this game. Some may say it's my most played hand type at over 7,300. Not the button I wanted to press. I was trying to make a joke to show off the button again. Come on, game. Work with me here. 7,351 now, sorry. Oof. Totally wrong. Ooh. Show me up. Thank you, to-do list. I will take that excess money for sure, and this should win. There we go. Apologies, I'm trying to eat a donut at the same time as playing. Speaking of, has anyone ever done that thing where you try and eat a donut? And you try not to lick your lips while eating the whole donut? Ruminate? Yeah, so ruminate, Portable, just means, how do I explain ruminate? Sit there and just sort of vegetate almost. Ruminate is just like the equivalent of saying like doss around, you know? Fairly certain that's what ruminate is. I can clarify that for you. I'm fairly certain ruminate is just when you ruminate around the house, you just kind of meander and don't really do a whole lot. Ruminate. Think deeply about something. Well, there you go. I clearly have forgotten the actual definition of ruminate. Sorry, I'm totally wrong. Prove me wrong. But yes, they put it in just as it's just a jokey thing. What's the context here? Absolutely none. I mean, the same person has also got to change the oil, go for karate, and then eat sweets. I mean, they're just kind of living their best life, you know? There's no real context here. Ack. Come on, give me something that resembles a full house. Thank you. Right, so now I can sell the Invisible Joker to duplicate any of these. To guarantee success, you can sell off more. But I think this is good enough. Yeah, I didn't mind which one of them it was beyond that. Nice. Give me that multiplier ace. I was about to look at what the to-do list was doing, but of course I just got rid of the damn thing. Didn't need it anyway. Right, this might win. Somewhat handily. So you look at the fire go, dragon. The harder I win, the bigger the flame. But right now, of course, the flame is saying I just about win. It's not going super crazy yet. When bigger Joker multipliers kick in, it will start going absolutely buck wild. Right, I need that ace. There we go. I was about to say I want that ace with the multiplier on it to show up so I can duplicate it. And it did. So what can I say other than I've been blessed? Let's get another... Let's get a Earth card that I can play out, though. Always helpful. Yeah, what would complete this lineup is... I mean, a Scholar wouldn't be bad, but I really want, like, the Duo or anything above. The Castle's actually really good, but I don't feel like taking it. But one thing that is really good about the castle, so for instance, if you're playing on the, or I'm not resetting, if you were to play on the checkered deck, the castle will only roll spades and hearts. What's really weird, right? Okay, so the castle would only roll the suits that are in your deck, right? This literally would go hearts and spades. But then you've got this MFer right here, okay? This doesn't care. This, if you're playing the checkered deck, this will go, yes, you've got diamonds here. Every heart suit gets times 1.5 multi when you play it. Like, it's weird because some of the ones that talk about the suits will choose only what's in your deck, but that ancient mask, whatever, is just a fecker and just does what it wants basically. It's just really weird. Ooh, 4 of a kind. There's still 3 more aces in here. I'm going to try fishing for the... this will clear, by the way. I'm just looking for the... whatchamacallit. I want the stone card. I'll take a couple dollars hit to have a really early Planet X. Nope. Alright. Well, at least now I can at least look for it in the shops. And in the booster packs. See, that would have cleared no problem. I'm not really a fan of Acrobat. But let's take it for a change, shall we? I need to be careful about what I play here because this is the mouth. Does this clear on its own? Let's hope this clears on its own. If not, the run is gone. Put a big, put a big target on your back. You're kidding me, right? What kind of wild fish joke is this? Alright, fine. Hold on. No, I've only got 3 aces in total. They need to go? Oh. Damn it. Fine, fine. I hear you, game. I'll go back to Jokerless now. That was incredibly close. Again, just to explain, that was the boss joker called the Mouth that says you can only play one hand type. Rage quit. I literally, I could have played anything there, and it would have made me lose anyway. So I was just saving the 2 seconds before we saw you lose. But yeah, the Mouth says you can only play one hand type. That's why I was throwing my eggs in one basket there. Because the only other thing I could play was a high card. Or like a 3 of a kind or something smaller. None of which would have actually been any benefit. I'm not going to take Overstock yet. Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. 8, 9, 10, Jack. Eep. Okay, that's fine. That's more like it. The run is just about saved. I'll take it. That's the example of limping over the hurdle. An excuse if ever I hurdle one. Nice. And yes, that purple seal will should end up compounding to be worth a lot more than what the holographic card was there. Weirdly, I put a higher value on it in that one instance. If it was a higher valued card, or even a court card, I may have reconsidered. But it was not a court card. It was like a 3 or a 4 or something. Like, get out of here with that nonsense. Excuse me? What did I order for takeout? Ooh. I like getting doner meat and chips. would be almost always my preferred takeaway. Personally, what else would be nice? I mean, I don't mind the chippy either. The chippy's not too bad. Alright, let's quickly just make another full house. Level up. Fish and chips, yep. Well, more accurately, I'd get a sausage and chips from the chippy. I'm not massively into actual fish. A small bit of cod here and there, fine, but the amount that you get from having the cod and chips from the chippy is a bit too much for my preferences. I would indeed have a sausage, preferably non-battered though. Cod tastes like nothing. I mean, and cheap, yeah. There's actually somewhat of a cod shortage. A lot of fish and chip places actually use a replacement fish called hake, I believe. Which, yes, it does sound like a rake, but no, I think it's called hake. Supposedly a more numerous and more easier farmed fish, or some such, which supposedly tastes very similar. I guess it's fished in Asia. What, hake? No idea. I wouldn't have thought so, because to bring over hake from China would take a very long time. But it's because there's been, because of with various fishing debates on the land, and with how scarce things were in the North Atlantic for a while, that was the replacement fish. While it was all going off, or whatever. It's like the most common thing we caught. Yeah, but most of the time it was North Atlantic cod, but due to it was more of an issue around the time of when we left the European Union, because there was disputes between us and Norway on territories in the North Atlantic. If I can recall correctly. But yes, you're right. It is for the most part a relatively common fish. But to get it at vast quantities with a smaller amount of ocean than what they had for quite some time, it became relatively. Norway also didn't join the Union, no. But there would have been I think there was something about because we were no longer part of the EU, and when we were in the EU we had agreements with Norway who weren't in the EU, so the agreements held up between Norway and the EU or whatever. I can't remember the full thing exactly, but there was some sort of dispute as some such or such of the like. I believe that issue has somewhat worked itself out, though. You are right. It is a fairly available fish, but unfortunately, my knowledge of the supply of North Atlantic cod is a rather niche topic that I don't have a lot of knowledge about to be able to truly tell you. I tell you with some half-baked nonsense of pure ignorance, I suppose, on this one, for the surprise of absolutely nobody. I could probably tell you better if I was to properly look into it, but as I sit here and yap about it, that's about as much as I recall. Just immediately taking that death repeat. Ah, yes, Unk. Let me just... No. If only. Right. That could be worth repeating. If I can get my hands on it in a hand. 5 jacks, you say? That's also very enticing. But not enticing enough, game. Your local restaurant sells Wagyu burger for $9. Yeah, but Wagyu meat is pretty up there, let's be honest. That is not an all bad price. A regular burger over here would cost, in a lot of places would cost somewhere in the region of a tenner, which for you would be about $14-ish. And that's just for a bog standard burger. Never mind. Wagyu's extremely expensive. Yeah, I know it is. That's what I'm saying. It's a high quality meat. Should be much higher. It's a scam. Yeah, when it labels itself as this is why there's a specific. My head now goes back to a specific Kitchen Nightmares episode based on a place where they were selling Maine lobster, advertising it as Maine lobster, but it was a different type of lobster they were selling. And Gordon Ramsay was trying to stress to the guy how important it was that the distinction had to be made. And he was like, "Well, they're the same species, right?" And Gordon lost his shit. I can't remember what the restaurant was called. The Blue Lobster or something, I want to say. They probably put 0.1% Wagyu meat in there. Yeah. For sure. Oh. Yeah, okay. Unlucky. Unlucky, but such as it is. Come on, my guy. 1 ace. You'd ask the manager, but that's asking for trouble for no reason. Just be dubious about it and then just don't go back. That was ordered. That was terrible, by the way. Better just not order. Yeah, I would be a little bit on I'd err on the side of caution with that until more was clarified. That much is true. I really want to get that discount voucher. I see nothing of interest there. Let's just play out a flush. Let's just flush this hand out. Or some such. That's better. The gold standard is to buy from Costco. Okay. What's so special about what Costco does that makes it there's not a Costco in Britain, I don't think. There's certainly not one in my area, Portable. I know Walmart owns Asda, so they've been in the country for a long time, but I don't think Costco. Apparently, there's a Costco.co.uk, Costco Thurrock, Stevenage, Watford. All right, prove me wrong. Either their distribution points or they're straight out Costco shops. So yeah, there is actually some in the UK now. Ah. It's very cheap with decent quality. To be fair, hearing about Costco just reminds me of Northern Lion's arc where he was super excited about being a Costco member. with his Costco VIP card or whatever, and he was talking about that on his videos for quite some time. That's what it makes me think about. They had that too. Yeah. Yeah, because NL had that gold membership. NL, for context, is Canadian. So. You get discount for bulk sales with it. Well, in that case then, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? Ooh, 5 of a kind, you say? So then, you can hear the crackling, hopefully, in the background as well when it does the fire thing. There's a little bit of a crackly sort of fire effect. Yes, please. More of the Ace of Hearts, please. Right, I also have a multi-Ace of Spades. Since when? I also need to be careful because this boss is the mouth again. Yeah, since when did I have that Ace of Spade with the multi on it? Oh well. In we go. Fire. So yeah, if I can get one of them bad boy hands in this boss, we're golden. Hell, even a 4 of a kind might work here. But I definitely want the Tarot Merchant. It's a really cheap price that brings people in. Well, Portable, I'm sure you've heard of the phrase, stack 'em high, sell 'em cheap. Right. Real quick maths. 70, 80, 90, 100. 104 times 19. That wins. Alright, we're safe. Is this a Burger King strategy? Oh, for sure. Sounds like they paid all this just to say. It's like it's a bit like Portable. You know when you get the surveys that that say like on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to recommend Windows to a colleague? Right. That's kind of where my head just went. It's almost like you're trying to sell Windows to a colleague. The style tier right here. You know I'm turning this king into an ace as well, right? Wabam. The deed is done. Nice. So that's 9 aces. Right, spade is going to be debuffed. So that pulls 2 aces out, so there's 7 viable aces. for the boss. Let's just rip out some crappy cards in the meantime. Just take the damn buggers out. What I will say about this particular challenge is that I'm fairly certain that the scoring doesn't scale the same as a normal white stake run. So they've made it slightly lower, so you're more likely to reach the threshold, which is kind of nice, really. That might be incorrect information, but I feel like they've scaled it back, so it's more achievable. And what about if I just convert the aces that are spades? That would work. Yeah, Portable. I know that's how it works, but that's not how it's normally received, is it? I'm just saying, it doesn't matter. Whoosh. Whoosh. Don't worry, it's all good. Never mind. Go back to the Erwin Smith meme where he taps Aaron on the shoulder and then says, never mind, it was a funny thing to ask. Okay. Right, I've got a plan here. It's called use as many hands as possible to get myself out of this situation. You've seen the meme too, don't worry. You know what I'm talking about then. Excuse me, I apologise. Yay. Nice win. Now we just gotta keep it up. That's what he said. Oh, repeating a card. Yes, please. See, and now that spades have been used, I know that the spades aren't going to come back up. Another ace for the pile. Then, yeah, sure, Wheel of Fortune, whatever. I think I need to continue removing cards that aren't aces. I think that's more favourable at the moment than going for the Emperor there. That could have had a Hanged Man and something else, but I'm willing to take the direct Hanged Man. 4 or 5 of a kinds, okay. I mean, it'll be difficult to make it my most hand played when my most played hand when I've got to play other crap to get to it, though. I suppose. Nice! Another one. Another one. So once again, let's just get rid of more crap. This is completely irrelevant, but let's just turn these all into clubs. So now, 10 out of 46 cards are aces. So it means 1 in every 4.6 cards directly is an ace. Not bad. However, now I need to start getting my hands on some Planet X's. So I can up the value of a 5 of a kind. Because 150 times 12, while not bad, doesn't clear. Thank you for realising my point, game. In fact, I'm now in what some may call the danger zone. What about Terraria? It's fun. Yeah, I enjoy Terraria. Me and my buddies enjoyed bombing our way straight to hell. It's a fun game. Ooh, polychrome. Yeah, I like it. Very enjoyable game. Terraria. That face down card is an ace, of course. Hence why it's buried in between the other aces. Did I finish it? We probably did whatever we did to the point where we considered it to be finished. But this was years ago. So at this point, by today's standards, we probably didn't finish the game. So I'm going to say no, we did not finish the game. Also because I can't quite remember what kind of ending you can get in Terraria when it comes to fighting the other bosses. So, yeah. Ooh. Okay. This is looking sketchy. There are credits if you finish Moon Lord. Yeah, I don't recall Moon Lord, so I definitely don't think I completed the game. I think we just enjoyed what we did and counted our fun as the win kind of deal, if I'm honest. I really can't remember. For context, I think we played Terraria in 2017, maybe 2018? Just for context. Something like that. I probably should have taken the, I think that was a mistake. I should have gone with the extra cards in hand because of the boss's debuff. I think I just screwed the pooch on that one. It was added to Terraria, which was released 2015. As a final boss of the game, it's introduced alongside... Oh, it might have even been earlier than that dragon, by the sounds of it. Because if you're telling me there was an expert mode, there sure as hell wasn't an expert mode when we played. There was a hard mode, but I don't recall there being an expert mode. Oh, it's neither here nor there. The simple answer to the question of did we complete Terraria is no. We had fun with it. Like, I'll be straight honest with you as well, right? I've never even fought the Ender Dragon on Minecraft. Also, come on, is the run seriously going to end here? Hard mode is progress after you down a certain boss. I think we unlocked hard mode, but we didn't ever play it. I think is what we did with Terraria. We were just having fun making a base, you know? Blowing up to hell. And that's a shame, because that run really could have took off. Ah well. I'll give it one more for the evening. He says, inevitably probably changing it, backpedaling and adding another one in afterwards. I know me. No, I don't want to play the twos here actually, that's not enough points. I'll be very transparent. This, as you could probably tell, this is not easy. Or it's either not easy, or it's easier than I'm making it look. You decide. I'm gonna go with it's probably easier than I'm making it look. Ah. The hook. Why are you being a pain? This doesn't complete it either. Yeah, okay. This can't be the last one. No way. That ain't the last one, by the way. No, we're not ending on that crap. Can we at least get past the first anti-me? Come on. Do something that does something at least. Sheesh. Wild. And now you want to give me the rest of the stuff for the run. Okay, I think this clears. Nice. Doesn't the back of the cards for the challenge mode look like a little maze? Kind of looks like a maze. I'm not saying I'm gonna try and complete it, but I'm just saying it looks mazy. Well, that's a decent Hierophant. Not Hierophant, a decent Emperor. Even though I guess the Hierophant green was useful. Fire. Sea Dragon? There's the fire. Getting a little bigger because I went like 6 times beyond the expected blind score. What would you call that? Criteria? No, well, technically it'd be criterion because criteria is the plural, right? Criterion is the single. But also, it's probably a better word I was thinking of is what I was trying to get at. Like a damn point limbo pole, I think is where my head was going. To be honest. Something or some such. Right, let's not get too excited. We saw how last run went. Okay. Real quick. Do I want to turn everything into a heart? Let's do this. Bosh. Then I'll play this hand despite the fact that I've got the economy tag because I want to get home. This may have been a mistake on my part, but I suppose it doesn't matter when I've got a 4 of a kind, just absolutely ripping up the blind. See, that gave basically double my money right now. Didn't even need to worry about the economy tag. Then I can do this. Leaving me $2 short for the Mega Arcana pack, unfortunately. Oh well. I'd rather take the hone for future. I think it might prove some sort of useful. That was a very last minute sighting of the flush there. I actually didn't realise it was there. I mean, I should really go for every card pack I see. Otherwise, what was the point in picking up Hone? Oh, the Flint. Get out of here with that nonsense. Come on, I know I've got extra aces in this deck. Well, one more I suppose. One more wouldn't hurt. Don't worry, I already calculated that one had totally lost. That wasn't just a random throwaway, that literally wasn't enough points. It was about that was about 1,300 or so points. So it's like 2/3 of the goal. Regrettably. This is dire. This is dire. That's less dire. I might even duplicate that that 9, you know. Yeah, I'll duplicate the 9. I do want to try and show something off about the hook, though, with this. So, watch what happens to my up here in the top right when I play this. The 9's discarded, I get the Hermit. So, with the hook, anything that's anything that involves discards, you can leave cards in your hand that you specifically want to discard to get a discard effect. So, for instance, if you got the castle, you can use the hook to increase the efficiency of that card without having to use a discard itself. All right. You know what? I might have screwed this one over too. Oh, man. Should have just hit out all the 9s when I had the chance. Oh, well, whatever. I actually would have cleared it with the 4 9s that I had in my hand at one point. Skill issue? This should clear. That last one was literally death in the pursuit of knowledge. Looks stupid for me to lucky card both the aces and then only play one, but that's what's the phrase? That is a surprise. That's a surprise that will help us later. There we go, see? I actually meant more later than that hand, but you know, that worked. Like, I'm not saying no. Right. I'll just take some bonuses and stuff. And less bad cards and stuff. Let's roll once, maybe. Mistake. Should not have rolled. Alright, back to the hook. Hopefully this time. Come on. At least let me finish the sentence. Well, there goes just about everything I was about to say. I was really hoping that a jack was going to come by there, by the way. If I had a jack there, like, we were golden. Now I'm kind of, what was it you said earlier? Gooberhausen. Now I'm slightly... Oh, gubernaculum. Now I'm slightly gubernaculummed, don't you know? Or as some might say, the Goobermensch. Don't even have enough clubs. Come on. Fine. Take me. Well, I can't end on this. Okay, guys, last run. You know it. Okay, right. You know what? So to prevent egg on my face, the next run that goes beyond Ante 1 will be the last run of the night. Very simple. This doesn't fully clear, but oh well. That's what this is for. So yeah, if this run goes beyond Ante 1, it's the last run, but like for real. Nine, 10, Jack, Queen, King. The problem is, Portable, the reason why I keep wanting to do last round is because I do kind of want to get this done. I actually want to complete it. Let's take this and this, right? An extra discard. This will pull the whole thing around. Also, this run would be great to turn into a heart run. I don't mean like Slay the Spire kind of heart run. Oh, and here's the other races. Okay. Okay, guys, last run. This is to earn. Either this doesn't do it. Either this does it or nothing does it for today. Got one more ace in the sleeve. Oh, whatever. Play it out. I need as many points as I can get. 4, 6. Nice. Oh, wow. Exactly on point. Very nice. I'll take that. Probably should have picked up a planet there. I feel. I think this might work a little better. Yeah, this might be okay. I think I'm on the straight and narrow here for now. Okay. Two out of 3 of these are completely useless. The other one is only slightly useful. Really. Again, they really need to remove Temperance and Wheel of Fortune for this challenge. Or rather, I should say, I wish that they had. I get they add it in, they keep it in to keep up with the annoyance of the challenge, but like, come on. It's a little obnoxious. Didn't score, didn't ask. There we go. That will do. That will do, donkey, that will do. I'll save $2. I can't just skip though. The pillar's in play, but I can't just skip is the problem. I mean, I can, but if I do, I then forfeit the shops and that, which I kind of need to stay afloat. Honestly, if I could one-shot the blind here, or not have to play it at all, then yeah, sure. The pillars are rather... The pillar is either the easiest boss blind in the damn game, or it's the most awkward thing you can come across. And it's literally just flipping on the run. I might skip to the planets next. Yeah, let's take another one of these. Get rid of this. Oh. Oh well. Crunch time. And I think I'm about to get crunched. But if I do this... Is it when I do this? Yeah, look. So, if you change... It's not about the soup. If you change an element about the card that's debuffed, it no longer becomes debuffed. So if I strengthen this card into, say, a 2, it would no longer be debuffed. Which is why the ace is now playable. Smoke and mirrors... Come on, give me another ace, please. Never mind, I have no extra aces, and... I mean, I do, it just can't be played. Last ace. Thank you. That's not enough of a multiplier. Ah, close though. Very, very close. That's a shame. Well, yeah, that's with that fail. I remain not completed on the final challenge. Oh well, I'll have to do it another time. That's a shame though. That was incredibly close through that blind there. So yeah. As always, shout outs and thanks to everyone for coming by. Tomorrow's stream should hopefully be Roblox. If Roblox isn't tomorrow, I'll do it Wednesday instead, but there'll be a... Anyway, yeah, thanks all, peace and love, and hopefully I'll catch you soon.